So this is issue 4 of Schizo by Ivan Brunetti. Issues 1 to 3 have been collected, now out of print, but fairly easy to get in a collection called Misery Loves Company. There's a few additional comics in there. Issue 4, though, is Ivan Brunetti at his best. So this comic's pretty big. This is standard size, and obviously it's a lot larger than that. Pages are huge. I've talked with Brunetti a few times, and I think he does have plans, a loose idea of collecting some of this stuff and some of his other unreleased work that's been, published in anthologies with Sammy Harkham and Kramer's and a few other places, and maybe collecting some of his favorite pages from this and those pages into essentially an issue 5. But I think he has a lot of doubt about his work, which um, yeah, Ivan is incredible at what he does. He teaches comics and creates comics in a kind of understanding comics way, making it accessible for younger readers. And I think he's just a real master at what he does. Every single page of this, he's just doing different styles, using new techniques. There's a lot of historical comics, autobio, kind of sad, really funny, reflective. This issue is like a masterpiece. It's definitely one of my comics I would grab if there was a fire and I had 5 minutes to grab books. He did a really good interview with Noah Van Sciver in the lockdown, and that kind of talks about his depression and I think huge doubt about his work. So I think he kind of goes back and forth about putting out future content, which is a real shame. And he's had Instagram accounts a few times and he always ends up deleting them. I think he just can't see clearly. I think he has a kind of warped view of his art and severely doubts it. But as you can see, it's incredible. So yeah, if you can pick this up, you should definitely get a hold of it because it's long out of print. This is kind of a B-sides, which is really worth checking out. Covers a lot of his studio comics that aren't in any of the schizos, scraps, kind of sketches. It's really good. This is quite easy to get hold of actually, and pretty cheap. So covers like stuff from his childhood. There's plenty of commentary. It's a really well put together book, and I think I wish a lot more artists would do this kind of thing. And he works in so many different mediums as well. It's not just comics. Yeah, there's plenty of his New Yorker covers in this as well. Yeah, he's done a few other books as well, not just the schizos in this. I think he did Ho, He, Ha, HAW, which are all these really more like in the vein of Schizo issue 1, 2, and 3, which are pretty dark. And issues 1 to 3 compared to issue 4 is really just night and day. Like this is where, this and Schizo 4 is really where he shines as a cartoonist. I would say his collection Misery Loves Company is, if you've read all this and you like it, then go to his earlier stuff, but don't start off with his earlier stuff. It's very very dark, very hateful, not very accessible in 2024. Kind of Johnny Ryan, but without the humor. I think that's fair to say. But yeah, great artist who I think doesn't appreciate his own talent. So yeah, pick this up and try and pick this up as well.